What's up, everybody? Chris from the Reptile Ward here. First and foremost, I want to thank all of our new subscribers and our old subscribers, everybody that's following us on YouTube now. We had a goal to hit 500 subs by April 1st. And as you can see beside me here, we actually broke 600. So thank you to everybody that subscribed, and thank you to everybody that, shared our posts and promoted us and everything like that. It was amazing. As you guys can see, unfortunately, I don't have Nick with me here right now. He just couldn't be here. He will be here for the next video. You're raring to go. He will be here for the next video, but I'm going to go this one alone. We just wanted to get something out there for all the new people that are following us. I know all of our content lately has been lives, so I wanted to get a proper video out. So today what we're going to do is we're actually going to do our top 8 holdbacks from 2020. I know you're probably wondering why 8. That's just the number I chose. Get over it. My lovely wife Sierra's on the camera, and thank you so much. But we're just going to get right into it, guys. And I actually do just want to say the giveaway for the customized Reptile Ward zip-up hoodie is still going to happen. I will be posting a YouTube short either tomorrow or the day afterwards. That short will have all the instructions on how to enter, and really it's going to be nice and easy. You're just going to have to comment on that video. That's it. So just stay tuned for that. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. So first and foremost, I'm actually starting with a runner-up. I said top 8. It's actually a top 9. So this little girl here is a Fire Special Het Hypo, technically 50% Het Monsoon, but with the markings, it's pretty apparent this girl is a double Het Hypo Monsoon, and she's also 50% Het Pied. Just a beautiful animal. The color on it is incredible. The head stamp, just everything about it. We are so happy we hit her. It was actually the only female out of a 4-egg clutch, so we got very, very lucky with her. And she hatched back in December, and of course, being the only female in the clutch, she had to be the one that gave us trouble eating. So she's still in ASFs, and she's still picky about eating. She eats now and again, so you're gonna notice there's a considerable difference in size between her and the rest of what I'm gonna show you. Because this is a holdback of 2020 video being made in April 2021, that does mean some of these animals are a year or more old. So keep in mind, this one's 4 months and was our picky, pain in the ass eater. So we're putting her away, and we're gonna get into it with the next one. So these are in no particular order, but I will tell you my favorite. This girl is an Ivory, 100% Het Pied, 50% Het Lavender, and she's actually just going into shed, and I didn't even notice until I pulled her out right now under the good light. But this thing's amazing. We got lucky enough to hit 2 in the clutch. The other one was a bit pickier of an eater. This one was a bit bigger, so I chose her for the video. Even if this animal does not prove out to be Het Lavender, we will still be thrilled. Having an Ivory Het Pied female in the collection is never something to complain about. So that is number 8. And I apologize, guys. There's a cat in the background. If you watched any of our lives, that probably shouldn't surprise you, but we probably should have better prepared for this. So get. So number 7. And guys, I apologize if this is a bit thrown together. Like I said, I was just trying to get a video out. We will have another one coming probably next Monday, and it's going to be our first clutch cutting of the year. So that one should be a little better, a little more interesting for you guys. Number 7, this girl. And one thing I did not mention is these girls actually ate yesterday. I'm channeling my inner Brian Gundy today and pulling them out the day after they ate. I'm hoping I have no issues, but This girl hatched real early 2020. She's been a phenomenal eater. This girl is a lesser leopard double het hypo clown. Just an amazing animal. She's held her color incredibly well for an adult or near adult. She's probably, you know, 850, 900 grams now, lesser. I love the contrast and the pattern down the dorsal. And I mean, having a female combo double het like this, especially one that's this intent on eating and growing for you, is never ever something to complain about. So this is a phenomenal girl, and you know, if she keeps up, she might make it into the breeding rotation for late 2022, and we'd be absolutely thrilled. She was one of our first holdbacks of last year, and she's done stunningly. She's grown faster than probably any other animal I've ever personally kept. So this girl here, which is number 6, but you know what? In my opinion, she'd probably be number 1 if I was going by, you know, my favorites. This girl, we've been absolutely thrilled with this animal ever since she hatched. She's been aging phenomenally. This is a pastel lesser leopard spider, double het clown pied, 50% het hypo. When she was in the egg, we nicknamed this girl the Moxoon because of this patterning down near the back half right before her ringer. And she's not failed to disappoint with every single shed. I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've seen her 1,000 times. I've posted her more than I can count. But yeah, she is absolutely phenomenal. She's growing incredibly well. And I mean, like I just said for the last girl, having a combo double het and possibly triple het, nothing to shake a stick at. This girl is going to be a major force in our breeding plans moving forward. And she's also just a really nice animal to keep. Just very tame and chill. We're gonna jump off the leopard het clown train just for a moment here. And this girl also actually hatched out, I want to say within a few weeks of the leopard lesser double het girl that we showed off a little bit earlier. And this girl is a fire yellow belly, het pied, 50% het lavender, but she's also possibly a new gene, quote unquote. It's the gene, if you followed Billy's ear last year, that he thinks he has floating around in his dreamsicle stuff. I believe our male yellow belly pied het lavender has it too. Just an incredible head stamp on her. Just the patterning, the amount of flaming, the color of the flaming. She's easily one of our top 3. But yeah, like we couldn't be happier with how this girl turned out. We actually got 2 of these as well. I don't know what the what it was about us getting matching pairs of our het pied pos het lav girls this year. We got 2 ivories and 2 of her. But the other girl doesn't have the ringers, so I wanted to show this one off because she's really visually striking. So yeah, just take a look at that tail and ringer one more time and that crazy pattern. So next is something a little bit different. This girl, if you follow our Instagram, was the girl that I had to amputate the umbilicus and the egg sac from. When we cut her egg, her umbilicus was actually completely tied. It wasn't wrapped. It wasn't something that unfortunately could be fixed and allowed to proceed as it was. As you can tell, you know, her head's a little bit small. But this girl is easily one of my favorites and one of my favorite snakes I've ever seen. And I believe that this animal is a motley yellow belly het clown. And if you're not familiar with motley, It's a relatively unexplored gene at this point. I think it's got a ton of untapped potential. It's a granite type gene, but it's also an enhancing gene, which is amazing because of how dark this animal came out. And with every shed, her alien heads, the outlines get brighter, while the I guess outlines around the outlines get even darker. So her contrast is just getting more and more intense with every single shed. And I mean, if I didn't know better, and I mean I don't, I would say this could be possibly an allelic reaction, but I mean, it's one snake that I've made. So we're going to be playing around with this a bit more, see if this is just a one-off crazy animal that we made, or if we can reproduce this, because I personally love dark animals, and I think this thing's just incredible. All right, that's the halfway point. So I'll move these guys over here. Next, we jump into this guy, and going into our season last year, 2020, we did not expect to hold back a male het of any kind. We had our male set up for last year and what we thought was this year, until this animal popped out. If you're part of our Discord or you've paid any attention to our social media, this boy is Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo. And what this boy is a pastel lesser leopard orange dream yellow belly het clown male. So pastel lesser leopard orange dream yellow belly het clown male. And I believe there also might be something else floating around in him. We're not too sure. We're gonna play around with that a little bit more, but just look at the crazy flaming coming from the belly. When this animal hatched, I didn't even think it had lesser in it. I thought this animal was a leopard pastel orange dream yellow belly het clown. It did not have this overall tone whatsoever. It was basically just black and yellow. So as it aged, we realized that lesser is in the mix as well. So we can't wait to put this guy to a couple of our visual clown females, either later this year or early next year. As you can see, he's growing super well. Just a really cool head on him, really cool pattern all the way down. I can't be happier with him, and I can't wait to make the visual of whatever is going to come out of this. I think this guy is absolutely stunning. And I purposely left the next snake for after him just to show you guys the difference. Sorry, he's giving me a bit of trouble going back into the bin here. But this girl is actually a clutchmate of his. And this is a pastel lesser leopard yellow belly. As you can see, she's around the same size as him. They're both growing extremely well. We got extremely lucky with our good feeders and just overall good growing animals this year. I've seen the best growth out of my animals over the past 12 months that I've ever seen. I'm not feeding any differently. I don't know how we got so lucky, but these animals just seem to be doing exceptionally well. But yeah, this girl, I think, I'm not too sure, but I think might have whatever is going on with the male in her too, and just missing the orange dream. She's a little bit busier. She got a full dorsal stripe, which is insane. Not what I would have ever expected. And if you know me at all, you know I'm not a big stripe guy in ball pythons, but I'll make an exception in this girl. So pastel lesser leopard yellow belly het clown female. And we are going into the last animal. And keep in mind the other two that I just showed you, because these last three are all fairly similar genetically, but they are not similar in terms of pattern. So this girl actually came from my wife Sierra's one adult breeder female that she has here. Her name is Mango, and we actually got her as a pastel lesser. We got her from a friend who was getting out, well, I shouldn't say getting out of the hobby, but had a few snakes and couldn't keep her anymore. And all we were told was that she was a pastel lesser. We never questioned it because we had no reason to. We tried to breed her in 2019, and unfortunately she completely slugged out. And then in 2020, she gave us 2 terrible looking boob eggs. And when I say terrible looking, the egg was over half like uncalcified, over half boob, less egg. We were almost positive neither would go on to hatch, and actually the one that looked better of the 2 died very quickly in incubation, but this one somehow kept on, and I don't even know what to say. All it could be based on the pairing. The dad is a pastel lesser leopard clown, and the mom is supposed to be a pastel lesser. So this is not a super pastel. So all it should be able to be is a pastel lesser leopard, which led us to believe the mom has another gene in it. So what we actually believe, and I've asked a few people, I've asked Austin, I've asked the opinion of guys like Will. I believe there's something, if it's not OD, something similar to OD. And the reason that I'm thinking that is how the pattern stripes out near the tail. And just the overall brightness of the animal. Plus, the orange on that head, I can't explain. I know she's not cooperating, but... She's just incredible. We were thrilled that she made it. We were positive for quite a while that she just wasn't going to thrive. Yet here she is, sitting around 600 grams, eating on her own, doing fantastic, and you know, we could not be happier. We hatched so much more last season, and we held quite a bit back. Unfortunately, we only had, I want to say, 2 dads that did most of our work last year, not including the Motley Clown that sired that one female that I showed you. So a lot of the stuff that we did produce last year is very similar to one another because most of it has the genetics from those 2 dads. But sorry, I lost where I was. Basically, I just wanted to show you the drastic differences in all of the hatchlings that we got, even just being from 2 different males to various females that we have here. So we couldn't be more thankful for our 2020 season. We ended up with way more holdbacks than we could have ever imagined, especially after our terrible 2019 season where we only got to hold back 1 female and everything else came out of male, which was devastating at the time. I could show you another 20, however, I don't want to get redundant, I don't want to get repetitive, I don't want to show you a bunch of the exact same snakes I just showed you, so we're going to end it here. And just to remind everybody, keep an eye out in the next couple days. There will be a YouTube short on our YouTube, and it'll be labeled something like giveaway post or giveaway video, something like that. Keep an eye out for that. That's where you're gonna want to enter to win that customized Zip Up Reptile Ward hoodie. Thanks everybody for sticking it out this long. Oh, and thanks thanks to my wife Sierra for reminding me. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Don at Pear Tree Pythons. He hooked us up with an amazing animal this past weekend, and we could not be happier with the purchase. Great customer service, and if you're not following that guy, please go do it right now. And yeah, guys, thanks so much. Really appreciate you watching all the way through to the end here, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.